Hi, I have this energy reading from Spiritual Team, and the first thing they're giving me is some rehabilitation energy. They're giving me PT and OT, physical therapy, occupational therapy, or someone that assists with that, nurse energy, but healing energy. They're giving me two energies of a younger person and an older person. Both have had problems with the other, so they remind each other of the negative experience that they had with someone that may remind them of that other person. Let's put it that way. Recently, there's been a healing on both sides is what I'm getting. The older woman helped the younger woman, and it's vice versa. I'm getting that this young woman came in one day and she had a lot on her mind. She was preoccupied. She had a feeling of being squeezed, like, things were tight, like she was stuck in the middle, like a sandwiched in energy is what I'm getting. Now, Spirit Team is saying that this person that's older gave her some really good encouragement. She told her to do something that she was just raised not to do. She feels that you should handle things with the person, not go and do official things. Like there was an official judgment, but she didn't. Sometimes we have to go back and we have to follow up or update things. She doesn't like doing this. She was told or she was taught that you got to handle your own business. It's that kind of vibe. This older woman said, hey, you know what? I'm not getting in your business, but tell me what you feel comfortable enough with telling me, and maybe there's something I could assist you with. I come from a large family. There's things that I've witnessed, and then not only that, she's like, I've done this type of work before, at some point in my life. So she explained to her what's going on, and she said, hey, this is how you update things. She said you could make it an update and just say, I haven't received this for 120 days. So the person was like, okay. The energy said, thank you. She said that I didn't even have to really go officially do. I had to just say, I'm updating you. And they said, you know what? We're going to do a follow-up. We're going to now do an inquiry. And that helped her. So she was blessed. And she said, thank you. And that healed the relationship. So now there's an easier and a nicer flow between the two. And she realizes that everybody's not in that same barrel just because, they appear or they have the appearance of, or they're in the same age group as the people that, betrayed me or did me wrong or didn't encourage me. Now, this older woman, she's widowed and she just started dating. She hasn't dated in years, over a decade, easy. So she doesn't understand about how people may try to get over on you. And she said, she discussed things with her. So I'm getting that there was a date. And the person came to the date and said, oh, you know what? I don't have my wallet. And was dressed not appropriate for the date. I'm getting that they were in like some sort of workout gear. And they said they didn't have their wallet. But they planned the date, sent the directions, and they came to the date without their wallet. Plus, this date had been planned for well over 7 days, I'm getting. So she said, she tried to call a couple of people. She says, I'm sitting in this parking lot. Something's wrong here across from wherever they were planning to meet. I'm getting a restaurant. It's like a bar type of situation, like, possibly. I'm getting also that she somehow was like, I'm going to text this young lady because, she said, you need to leave immediately because there's something wrong with this. Think about it. How does someone plan a date and not show up with at least, some sort of, payment method is what she was telling her. And she says, not only that, the person's driving around without a driver's license. She says, there's something wrong. There's something going on. I'm seeing like maybe this is some scam or some type of maybe pattern this person. Maybe it's a game that they play. Possibly they wanted you to say, oh, no, don't worry, I've got it. She says, I don't know. But she says that you need to leave. And she's like, you know what? Let's talk about current scams. She's like, it's been years for you. Let's talk about current scams. She's like, but she says, you know what? You have a good heart. And she says, you're thinking back over a decade ago. And she says, I'm sure that it was like your college time frame or, and she says, I'm sure it was different. You probably saw this person around campus or whatever. But there was a healing because these two individuals were open to at least trying with the others. I'm also getting that their spiritual teams brought them together to help them to have some type of healing relationship. Like it was predestined. It's a connection they have. And they both came in wary of the types of person, but they have to realize that people are individuals. Don't judge everybody by your niece that betrayed you, or your daughter that betrayed you, or by your aunt or your mother that betrayed you, or whomever. An individual is an individual. See them for who they are. A person is an individual, is what Spirit Team keeps saying. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm getting the name like Isabel or Isabella, or a form of that name like Izzy or Bella, or maybe the person is called all of that because it's derived from, I'm getting Izzy, Isabel, or Isabella. I'm also getting the name Noah around this, possibly. But this connection is healing. And then also, this woman's going to teach this young lady about things, and she's going to teach her about things. Be open to receiving knowledge from any person that's of the light or blessed. And they're both spiritual people. And unfortunately, spiritual people go through betrayals. But this is what I have right now from Spirit Team. And I wish that all of you guys will be open to positive connections, and be open to, people helping you. So this woman went through being squeezed. This young lady had a squeezed energy, like everything, like, oh my God, why? She felt very, stuck. What am I going to do? And this person gave her advice and gave her guidance and showed her how to not have that happen anymore. And now she feels relief. She sleeps at night and she's getting all of that back pay now. So this is what I have to you from Spirit Team, and look forward.